Coming from the Caveman Studios in Buffalo, New York. Welcome to Caveman Corner with your host, Jeff.
Captain Caveman!
Thanks.
Click subscribe and the bell. Do it now!
We're here with the one and the only David Feldman. He started bare knuckle fighting championships. We had him on before his first show. He's made the millions and millions of dollars and made us a huge success. And he's still talking with us now. So we really appreciate your time, sir.
No problem, guys. Not making millions and millions of dollars yet. Soon.
Man, how you not making millions of dollars? You got Conor McGregor walking into your ring, man. Jeez.
Keep reinvesting in the business, man. That's the only way it's going to grow.
Yeah. That's awesome. You guys are doing such a good job. We had you on like in the very first show, and everyone was like, "Oh man, those guys are junk." And I'm so happy that we supported you, and like it's really grown, and that now you're supporting us. So we really appreciate you giving your time to us as well.
Of course, my man. That's the only way to be. But yeah, man, it's been a long, hard run, and I remember doing you guys' show right either before or after the first show, and it's crazy, man. We're here we are, talked about as one of the top 2, 3, 4 promotions in the world. So it's pretty awesome.
I think you're definitely in the top 3. I mean, everyone goes UFC, then they go 1, and then it's got to be like bare knuckle fighting. Like you guys are really jumping up, like ahead of like even Bellator and the PF, whatever the other one is. Don't even know their name. That's all.
But since the last time we talked, Caveman, so the last time we had him on the show, things changed. It's like 2 years. Thriller bought the promotion, right?
Yeah, they bought a part of the promotion. So
okay.
It's still run by everybody that's been run by. We're still doing the same old thing. They basically just invested some money into it, so we can do bigger and better things. And it obviously helped because we were able to put on that epic show in April. Another one coming up November 4th, and should be a tremendous finish to the year.
So do they help promote it at all, or is it still all just through your guys and the app and everything that you already had set up?
They will soon. They're going through a process of going public right now on the New York Stock Exchange. So, a lot of efforts going into that, and that thing happens, it's just really going to totally open up the floodgates and give us the kind of fun we need to make this really the biggest sports promotion in the world. So hopefully that happens.
Man, that's really exciting to know, and then hopefully you get to throw out pay-per-view money, that'd be great for the rolling for you guys too, I'm sure.
Yeah, man. I mean, all the tools that they have, everything. I mean, Ryan Kavanaugh, he's he made hundreds of movies. He's been in. He knows everybody. He's a smart dude, and he's got good connections. So he's helping us. Triller's been doing good for us. So we'll see what happens if they can go public here in September, October. Open up the funding floodgates for us. That's all we need. We're only money away. Like we already proved everything else. We proved concept. We got regulated. We got ourselves mainstream. Did everything we had to do internationally. Now we just need money to get bigger and better fighters, create more opportunities for smaller fighters, and market. And that's it. It's a game over.
How many states are you regulated in now?
24. Just got one. Almost one today, pretty much. I can't announce it yet, but a very big state. And look, there's only like about 3 or 4 other states that I have yet, and then the rest will just fall in place when they do, because I can't do shows in all the states right now. So there's no sense of spending time, money, and effort on lobbying to open up these states when I can't even do shows in them. So I'm going to concentrate on the next. With the 1 or 2 that just happened this week, another 3 or 4 states. You guys can probably imagine some of them, and then we pretty much have all the states that we need to really give this thing a huge push.
I would love to see you guys in Madison Square Garden. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
I did an interview yesterday, and they said, "What's your dream match and your dream arena?" But my dream match is taken now. I wanted Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury in bare knuckle, but I wanted it to happen at the MSG, and we're gonna do something big there. We will. The commission's been great with us. They love us there. It's just a matter of running up the legislative ladder right now, and when that's done, we'll have a show in New York.
I went through the whole process when they were legalizing MMA in New York. I was a pro fighter in New York as it was going through, and man, it was a hassle getting through New York. Hopefully, you got Sheldon Silver out there, and all the corruption is still there, but hopefully, it helps you instead of hurts you.
Well, you know what? They paved the way for this thing. So the UFC and all those guys, they paved the way for how to do it now. So they definitely made the efforts a little bit easier for us. It's still, it's still teaching people what it is, breaking their perception on it. They think it's a backyard street fight sometimes. We're able to show them most of the time the negative comments and the negative perceptions come from someone that never watched it before. When they watch it, it's pretty much, they understand everything. They understand everything we're talking about. Because look, if you didn't watch it and I tell you, don't have as many injuries or boxing it in MMA and it's more exciting and that, you're gonna look at me cross-eyed. But if you watch it, you're gonna, yep, he's dead right.
For sure. What do you think about the other promotions that have risen up? Do you think any of them are going to give bare knuckle boxing a bad name? This is something I worried about when the random MMA promotions were coming up that weren't sanctioned and they were doing all the bullshit when we're trying to get legalized in New York. Do you worry about something horrible happening in another promotion that affects you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I'll always worry about that because safety's got to be first. You got to make sure these guys are safe. These guys take medicals. We know who's fighting in the ring. Look, every once in a while, any promotion is going to make a little mistake and they're going to put the wrong guy in. He's going to get knocked out fast. He probably shouldn't have been there. But for the most part, a lot of these promotions are just really throwing anybody in there that says they want to fight bare knuckle, whether they have experience or not. And that's dangerous for fighters. You just can't do that. So we actually launched a series called the BKFC Prospect Series, which we're going to segue, guys and girls that don't have a lot of MMA, boxing, Muay Thai, or kickboxing experience, and start them out with 4-ounce gloves in our rule set, and then segue them into bare knuckle fights, and then up into BKFC.
That's pretty cool. That's like that small glove Muay Thai. So you just put MMA gloves on and you do the boxing. I like the sound of that. That sounds pretty sweet.
Yeah, they were going to launch that on August 24th in Miami. We have a show already set. We have 6 what we're calling amateur, I guess. 6 amateur fights, and then we have 8 pro fights on Thursday night, August 24th, and then we have BKFC, the main card, big championship fight on the 25th of August down there.
That's awesome. You're just talking about mismatches, and I really got to say this because it drives me nuts. So Ken Shamrock came into town with Valor last weekend or 2 weekends ago now.
2 weekends ago.
2 weekends ago. And there was supposed to be amateurs and pros go try out. So I got this kid. He's never really sparred, but he's a super tough kid. He sparred in the gym, but he's never sparred like other people. And then he got in there with a 10-year pro. So obviously, well, he held his own, but it really didn't go. There's only 1 3-minute round. So Ken came in and stopped. It wasn't too bad, but it was such a mismatch, skill wise and experience wise. And I don't know, I just like what you're saying. I just wanted to say that one more time in front of everybody while I got you on too.
It's bad. It's not just bad for safety. It's bad because that kid could maybe be something if he was brought, steps. Yeah. But he could go in there against the wrong guy. And this is training. Even in training, in a bad sparring session, the guy throws him in with a top guy. He gets knocked out. He never wants to come back to the gym again. And he might have been able to be something. So if you bring these guys up right and match them right along the way, even in sparring and then up into the pro ranks, man, that's what you got to do. Because what you get a lot of times is you get these trainers out there that are very brave trainers. And they just say, yeah, he'll box him. He'll box him. He'll box him. And he gets his head knocked off and he shouldn't be boxing guys.
Yeah, man, that's rough. It was a rough matchup to watch. And my kid held his own, but
good.
When I heard about it, I was like, man, dude, that's crazy. Because they're not supposed to clinch. You guys can do the clinch and uppercut. And that's what my dude did, because that's what we worked on anyways, because he's more of an MMA guy.
Yeah, Ken says he changed the rules, no clinches.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And no ropes, too. And no,
and he seems to think he's got the more pure bare knuckle promotion.
Hey, man, listen, I don't talk bad about any of these guys. I want them all to do good because, listen, I'm at the top of the hill, and we know that I'm not bullshitting anybody. I'm at the top of the hill. And if these guys all do well, it just gets more people to know what bare knuckle is. So
it's kind of a feeder for you guys too, right?
But I want all these guys to do good. Obviously, I don't want them to do better than me because that would be bad for me. But I want them all to do good. And look, there's room for them all to be successful. Look at how many MMA promotions there are in the United States. There's hundreds of them. There's room for a lot of guys to be successful, and I want them all to be successful. And here, if anyone's listening, like any of those guys listening, reach out to me, man. I'll help you be successful. I don't mind. Like I really don't mind because it's other places for these guys. Look, maybe some of these guys get, good and a little bit of popularity there, and then they move over to us. So, I like it. I like it.
It's good. It's like a feeder system for you too, just like the mid-level of MMA is too. Like you see a lot of guys that come out of like shows you never heard of, and they make the UFC, and they're like somebody.
Absolutely. Look, a lot of these guys come in, not just with bare knuckle, with MMA, with boxing. They come in and they say, "I'm going to make, I'm going to put on these shows and I'm going to make all this money." It takes a lot of money, man. I'm telling you, we're in deep. We're not in for like 10% of what PFL or Bellator's in for, and I feel like we're more popular than them now. But what I'm saying is, it takes a lot of money to get this product right. So these guys come in and they see the success and they say, "Oh, I'm going to make a lot of money. Let me do this," and they dump a lot of money into it, and it doesn't work out because they didn't do the plan properly. They have to plan and understand, and their expectations have to know this is a 5-10 year plan. This isn't an overnight success.
We commentate for local shows too in the area, and we see what goes into it and like how little money. Like there's not a lot of money. I mean, they make money, but it's not like you're not gonna be driving a new car with the money they make from a local show. Like.
Oh, sure. And listen, I did that. I did the local MMA. I did local regional MMA, local regional boxing. But the thing, and I was actually making okay money. But the thing was, I wanted to create something that I could just blow up. Like I couldn't create another boxing league without someone giving me 50 million to make it big, right? And I couldn't do an MMA league without someone giving me 100 million. So I created our own lane. And I think that's why we didn't have to put as much money into it, which we still put good money into it, but we were able to get fans from everywhere because we weren't fighting for the same MMA fan and the same boxing fan. This was something different for them. And I think that's why we were able to, get a ton of viewership. I mean, we're really on YouTube, on our app, on all the different platforms. We're really number 2 in viewership. We actually have more average views on our YouTube videos than the UFC. I'm not saying we're bigger than UFC. I'm just saying our viewership is through the roof, man. It's unbelievable. So we're very lucky that way. We have a good marketing team. We have great fighters, and we're able to create a fan base that's just unbelievable.
You guys do a great job on YouTube with the product too. Like the UFC doesn't put their fights on right away, and they edit out the finishes sometimes. You guys, there's so much stuff on there. Like every time I'm bored, I scroll through and I watch some of your stuff. Like it's a really good job. And Ray's got the app, so every time we go to watch fights, we go hang out at Ray's house and watch all the fights on his app. Oh, I'm too cheap to buy the app too, so
awesome.
We share. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that too, but
look, man, you're watching, talking about it, tell somebody else about it, and that's how it grows. But I think I just want to go back to the prospect space. I think that's where this sport really grows. Like, because now it gives everybody that wants to be a fighter an opportunity to do this. It's not just like a guy off the street, but it gives everybody an opportunity, and it gives them a lot more opportunities because we're doing it as a monthly series, and we're actually talking about doing 24 of those a year, just of those events a year, and then another 24 of those events internationally. So we're trying to grow this from the ground up and also do the big fights and grow it from the top bottom. So it kind of catches fire on both ends.
I think if you could get enough money, if you could get a show like the UFC, like that Tough Show, oh my God, that'd be so exciting to watch.
Yeah, we have it's being pitched right now. We did a sizzle reel right now, and it's out. It actually just started shopping it yesterday. So
man, you guys, coach, you're ahead of me. You're a great businessman.
Yeah. So we got some big things, some big guys lined up. It's really amazing, man. It's like I started this from nothing, man. I remortgaged my house 10 different times. I borrowed money off people. You know what I mean? I figured out ways to get it paid for, and then here we are, man. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's really unbelievable. I'm blessed. I'm happy. I got a great team, man, around me. I got a great family. So, you know, for me to be able to be here, man, like talking about the position we're in it's really unbelievable.
It's so great to watch your growth, and we're all about like we've been about bare knuckles since day one. Ray's like, oh man, you gotta check this
Yeah,
guy out. And I'm like,
I
I don't know.
remember when he was in the fight group talking about his idea, and I was like, oh man, I gotta have him on the podcast. It sounds great.
Yeah, I just saw my an old post I posted on Facebook last year, the year before, but it just said actually it was 11, 12 years ago now. It said bare knuckle boxing coming soon, and it took me all them years to get it going. But I mean, look,
Yeah.
you have a vision, man, and you believe in it, and you work your ass off, anything's possible.
Takes a long time for it to develop too, and
Oh
you
yeah.
got the long haul mentality, and that's what's gonna make it go.
Yeah, man. I listen, like you guys joked and said I'm making millions. I want to make real big money, and the only way to do that is to look all the way down the street. You know, a lot of guys look at their hand right in front of their face and say, "Oh, I can grab a couple thousand now if you do this." I want to make life changing money, not for me, but for everybody involved. Like every time I get a little bit of decent money, everybody on my team eats very good. Like they all get taken care of. They all get life changing, you know, checks, man, every single time, man. Because I'm all about that, man. I'm all about my team, man. I'm all about my team.
Everyone that we've talked to so far that has interactions with you have always had great things about you, and
Oh,
that
yeah.
makes me think that you're a pretty good guy. Especially like Ray's all about you too, and Ray's an old school gangster. He's a very loyal to guys that take care of him. So I like
Look,
that. So
got
man,
these
that's great.
guys and girls their life out there, right? They're literally risking their life. You know, right? You know, you guys have fought. You get
For
punched.
sure.
Happen. One punch can end your life, man. It can end your
Yeah.
life, right? So you have to take care of these guys. And look, I can't just take care of everybody to make them. I mean, to a point where I change everybody's life because then we won't have enough money to run the promotion. But I make sure everybody's treated fair, man. And if they ever have a complaint, they come to me. I work it out every single time. Nobody leaves disgruntled. Nobody will ever leave BKFC disgruntled.
I like that. And you bring in guys from boxing, bring in guys from MMA.
MMA.
What do you think ends up being a better person for your product? Old school boxer or old school MMA guy transition to bare knuckle?
You know, I have a really good boxer, Bryce Henry, on my roster, man. The kid is like unbelievable. And he's the one boxer that really kind of figured it out. Other than that, though, it's the MMA guys that are just edging these guys because they're already used to getting hit with elbows, knees. They're used to getting hit with harder objects. And I think that's what makes the transition to bare knuckle a little bit easier for them. But I mean, look, I don't know, and that's why I want to do this like super match with the best boxer in the world versus the best MMA guy in the world, and let's see. But the good thing about this is a melting, right? Like I can put any combat sports guy in here, and that's when we can find out, you know, who really stands up at the end.
I love it so much. I think the clinch changes so much. It puts a different level of fatigue on, and like the way you can control the head and hit. It really favors like guys that are really good in the clinch. Like I'd love to see
Thai
a really good
boxers.
Muay Thai, a
Thai
really good Muay
boxers.
Thai guy with good boxing in there once and see
Yeah,
how
man.
he does.
I don't know if you guys saw Robbie Lawler's last fight, but I saw him. He did that that whatever that necktie is, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was beautiful. I was like, man, take them gloves off and come on over.
Yeah.
Oh man, if you could get Robbie Lawler, holy cow,
Oh yeah, that'd be
that would be an
sweet.
amazing pickup.
Yeah, he's we'll see. You know, he retired, but we'll see what he wants to do. But we have a lot of guys on the horizon right now. Be making some big announcements pretty soon. We're looking at a huge show November 4th. It's probably going to be our biggest show we've ever done, and you know, and then just everything we're doing. I mean, we're really expanding all over the world. We have a series in Mexico that's starting on March. That's going to be a monthly series with TV network down there. And then we have another series starting in Bulgaria on November 17th, and October 27th. Hopefully, we're talking to Tokyo right now to go into Japan. We have Thailand, the big Bukel versus Sanchai fight coming up in November as well. So we got a
That's
lot
you
of
guys?
expansion stuff going on, man.
I've seen it all over the internet. That's you guys?
Yeah.
You're putting that together? Holy cow. That's a huge fight.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome. I didn't even know I'm the worst host ever because I'm so excited about that fight.
Yeah, that's going to be good. I mean,
Dave's froze up.
yeah, that would be.
Can you hear us, Dave?
Yes.
Oh, you froze up for a second. We missed whatever you were just about to say about the Bukow fight, and man, that's what.
Over to the U.S. to fight on that big card November 4th. So I'll let you guys.
Yeah, awesome, man! I can't wait to see that one. That is amazing.
Hopefully,
I have a question. I got one more question. Okay, go ahead.
Hopefully, in 5 years, we get a video game.
Or actually, hopefully, in a year we get a video game. We're talking right now. I mean, everything.
Oh, okay.
Look, I'm so blessed, man. I swear, man. Like, hard work does it all, man. I mean, you know how many times that I said, "Look, this is our last fight. We're not doing this anymore. We don't have the money." You know how many times 10 days out from the fight, I didn't have the money to pay for the fight, and I found it, and I made it happen. Like, I'm just saying, to be in this position now, funded, ready to go, ready to blow this thing up, and all these big things happen, man. It's an unbelievable feeling. It's just, I always tell my guys, man, like, sometimes they're going, we're gonna do this, or don't pay the guy this. I go, listen, guys, one phrase I always say: always do the right thing. Just do the right thing. If you do the right thing, I'm not saying money falls from the sky, but the right thing works out for you, man. Just do the right thing. It's not easy all the time. It's easier to do the right thing a lot, but just do the right thing, man. Always comes back.
What is that feeling like to not have enough for the fight, like 10 days out? I mean, you just said that, and that's all I can think of. I was like, oh my God.
Dude, it was like, I mean, it happened a number of times now, but the first time, like, was a huge fight for us. Like, I'm not going to say which one it was right now, but it was a huge fight, and I literally got the money wired into the account the day before the fight. Like, it was, it was international. I went, I was like, what the hell is going on here? But I know that we have a really good investment team behind it too. So it's all part of the growth, right? Look, you got to have balls in this world, man. And a lot of people, man, they fold like that. Would have made a lot of people quit. A lot of people walk away and say, I can't do that again. And then I did it 10 more times. But,
that gives me anxiety. My hands are sweaty thinking about that. If that was me.
Man, like, you literally don't understand, man. I'm like, oh my God, man, I never bounced a check in my life, man. I can't bounce a check. Am I going to cancel the fight? I'm like, I can't cancel the fight. If I cancel the fight, it's over for BKFC. So I said, all right, let me just roll the dice. And every single time, the guys that were supposed to come through, they came through.
Man, that's some real dedication, and I'm not even sure I could do that. There's only a few people in the world that can do that, and I'm not one of them.
I mean, I bet my life on this, literally, man. Like, I bet my house. The last time I bet my house, I told my wife I would never do it again, and I did it. And it was a success. On April 29th, I bet my house, man, and I bet everything I had on this thing, man. And luckily, we're winning now.
With rolling dice like that, what's a win for you? When do you get to a spot where you're not in the same situation like this?
Event was to attract as many eyeballs as possible, to get people to know, look, that's the event Conor came out to. It's the event that everybody was talking about, and that's the event that my investors, that I was getting in, were going, yeah, I like it. I'm not sure. Like, during that event, they were saying, I'm in. So I was like, yes, I won. That's what the win was. The win was not, was it just a great event? The win was, okay, that's what I bet to get to the next level. So now we're there. Like, we're literally there. We're at a chance in the next 2 to 3 months where we're going to have enough funding to really, I'm not saying we're going to be bigger than the UFC, but we're going to be the number 2 promotion in the world within 12 to 18 months. I mean, boxing, everything will be number 2.
Man, that's so risky. I'm sweating, man. I can't even imagine. I know what it's like to come up with the gym payment when you're like, oh man, I hope I can pay the gym this month. And like, I can't imagine for you got hundreds of people. Like, you're responsible for all the fighters. Like, there's the support crew, the staff. Like, there's so many people.
it's so funny, man, because my one guy, Sergio, he works with me in Miami. Cool dude, man. Like, I had some like numbness in my arm from a neck injury, and he's like, I want you to come down and fix it. I'm like, I don't have time. He's like, listen, man, so you know how many people are depending on you? Get your ass down here and get the shit. A lot of people, and I'm like, damn, man, that's like the weight of the world on my shoulders. Like, I give a shit about me. Like, I'll always find a way to do something I've done in my whole life. I'll find a way. But for all these other people, man, it ain't that easy. Like, I had a lot of fights with my wife because I'm taking calls late at night, morning, and she's like, "The hell are you doing?" And I'm like, "It's not me, babe. If I don't pay guys, if I can't pay my guys on Friday, I failed everybody. I failed their families. I can't do that. So you got to work your ass off and make it happen." And I did, man. And I'm lucky. Lucky I got a great team, and Triller really helped with that, man. They're good guys. They always made sure that we were able to do what we had to do. And here we are, man. Here we are, man. 5 years after I talked to you guys the first time, and we're in a great spot, man. I mean,
man, shout out to your wife. Holy cow. You man excited. I can't imagine
you got a
her.
real
Holy
wife
cow.
right there.
and for sure, man. She's been through a lot of shit. Like, a lot of shit down during this this journey, man. And she's been there. Like, it's funny because I actually just bought her a little card today, and I was like, "Thank you for never giving up on me."
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love to hear stuff like that. It makes a special. We always talk about that. I always tease Ray too. Like, Ray takes good care of his son. Like, it's so good to see like families work well together, and I love to see that, man. And it's great to hear that about you. It brings the human
Yeah.
light to you too.
No, thank you, man.
Oh yeah.
Man, I mean, it's just the way it is, man. I just feel like, what are you working so hard for? Like someone that's got $1 billion. Like, what? So you can have 10 planes and 18 cars? Like, I don't need that, man. I need a nice house, car, go on vacations here and there, and I need everybody to be happy, man. Because if you're rich, everybody else around you is not rich, you're not going to be happy, man. I just know, man. I know money. When I did get a taste of money, and money didn't change shit, man. Money actually. I was having fights with my wife, and I got money and moved to a different house, and I was like, this is great, man. Everything's going to change. And we fought more than we ever. Money don't mean shit. Don't mean anything. Nothing. Zero. I'm not. I mean, besides it being a means to an end, it don't mean anything.
Yeah. It'd be good to have enough money so when you do your shows, you don't have to fight over it, though. Like, that's the amount of money we need to get you somehow.
We'll see. But I mean, that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Like, it's doing what you love in life, man. You guys are doing it. I'm doing it. And, that's what it's all about. Treat people right, doing the right thing. That's what life's all about. But yeah, man, everything else is great, man. We've got, I don't know, 12 shows for the rest of the year in the United States, 4 shows internationally. Got the BKFC Prospect Series loaded up, potentially a reality show deal, potentially 2 huge movie stars coming in, investors. So, things are looking very, 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 very good for us, man. And I'm happy.
Are you going to be coming back to Western New York?
I'm not sure if we're going to be coming back there because of I think there was some change in management there, but we'll see. I mean, I'd love to. It was great there. It wasn't us. It was a casino, and I don't know. The place was packed, so it wasn't about people in there. It was about maybe.
Hey, Caveman, you think we could hook them up with the Riverworks?
We as long as we can get through the commission, we can definitely hook them up with Riverworks. We do some work with the reservation. I fought for the King of the Cage too, and they used to be in that casino too. And King of the Cage saw every show. I know because we sold a lot of tickets when we fought too. Like we're always selling the tickets, and like we sold out every show. And they still moved King of the Cage out of there, and they brought LFA in. So like when they changed all their sports and entertainment agreement stuff at that casino. So like there's all kinds of shit going on there now. Like the MMA changed there too.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But things are, like I said, we'll be opening up everywhere, man. But that's it, man. We're happy. Like I said, man, we're working our asses off every day. We're trying to grow. We got a good team. We got a lot of great fighters on the horizon, a lot of prospects coming up, and a lot of big names that we're talking to. Had some great calls today, and hopefully they pan out because we're looking to make a really, really big run in in 24.
Can you give our fans a little bit of information on the app? Because I know we've been talking about, me and Ray know about it because we talk about it every time I have you on, but we do this StreamYard show now, and now it's like live all over Facebook too, so we get like thousands of more views. So like now would be a good time to like give the information for the app now that we got a lot of people watching.
All of our fights, all of our content, all our shoulder programming on the BKFC app. You can download that on the App Store or on Google Play. Or you can go to bkfc.com. You can get all the information on that. It's only $7.99 a month. I mean, it's unbelievable. You get 2 pay-per-view quality events a month almost, and a lot of different shoulder programming. It's a great app. We've had some hiccups with it in the past, but we've got a new back end now, and a lot of things are turning around in that, and we figure within the next 30 to 45 days it's going to be really flawless. But it's unbelievable. All of our content is on there. Like I said, bkfc.com for all your information for that, for our fighters, for upcoming fights, bkfc.com.
Yeah, just think, Netflix just went up. Fuck Netflix. Go bare knuckle fighting. Get their app for sure.
Yeah, forget about Netflix.
Hey,
maybe we could get our show there in the app.
Hey, why not?
Yeah.
We can do that. Actually, no, Brian Sosha. I'm not bullshitting you. Hit me up in about a month because Brian Sosha, or the guy that does the Bare Knuckle Show, he's working on putting a lot of podcasts on the app.
For sure.
Okay.
Ray, stay on this. Me and Ray were just talking about this. Anyways, we're like, we'll make a deal. We won't talk about any other organizations except the trash them like Ken Shamrock. And when we get Feldman on, we'll pitch our show to him.
Babe. Come here. This is my wife. Wasn't I just talking good about her?
Yeah, we were just saying what an amazing woman you are. Thank you so much for supporting bare knuckle fighting and dealing with Dave and all this stuff. We really, really appreciate you. I'm married, so my wife has to put up all this stuff with fighting and a podcast and running the gym. So I understand your struggle, and man, that you guys stay together makes me happy. Makes me think I could do it too. Thank you guys so much. You're an inspiration.
Thank you.
All right, guys. All right, man. If that's it, it's cool because I got to roll, man.
I got one more question, and this one I want to talk about now that your wife's here. This is the worst time to ask it.
No,
so lately, a lot of women fighters have been exposing themselves after they win. Yeah. What do you think about that? Do you think that's like really pretty low class or what?
Yeah, man, I don't like it. I mean, one of our girls did it, and they said, "Oh, we're going to do it again." And I said, "If you do, I'm holding your purse again." Like, listen, I get she did it one time. Okay, it was stupid. She did it. She thought she was going to get the views, and now, like, it's not what's supposed to be there. Look. I mean, who doesn't look at girls, right? Everybody wants to look at girls, but that's not the right place for it, man. You got kids, you got children, you got everybody watching that show, man. It's just not the right time and place.
Agree, 100%.
I'm gonna clip that if you don't mind and put that up for one of our little clips.
Okay. Yeah. And I got one more question. I got a fighter named D-Ron Adams. He's a knockout artist. I feel like he'd be good for your promotion.
Hey, what experience does he have?
He's 3 MMA fights.
What's his record?
2-1.
All right. Hit him. Is he amateur or pro?
He's pro.
Is he?
Yes.
Hit me up.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, man. Care, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Man, you got it, Ray. Oh wait, hang on. We got what was that guy's name? I'm sorry. I'm scrolling right now.
D-Ron Adams?
No, not D-Ron. I know D-Ron. The guy that stuck up for us against Jacob. We wanted to shout him out. I'm gonna look up his name. It's worth looking up his name for this. I'm sorry. Like I apologize to everyone who's watching. I'm just gonna look up. It was under yours or Caveman's Corner?
Mine's.
Okay. I'll look up Raymond Harris. So I want to just shout out Cliff Richards. I'm not sure if you got banned on Facebook or not. I didn't see all this till right before this podcast started. But Jacob III talked some shit about us not really having David Feldman on today. And Cliff Roberts stuck up for us. And I don't know what's going on between the two of them, and I don't really care because Cliff's our guy and he stuck up for us. And I appreciate you, Cliff, wherever you're at. Man, we appreciate the support.
Yep, we do. We do. Oh, yeah. So you hear that, Caveman? Did he say like a year, a video game coming out?
Yeah, dude, I don't know about that. If the game comes out in a year, it's gonna suck. So
yeah, they got time to build it though.
They need more than a year to build that because it's gonna be a whole new engine. It's not, they can't use the UFC engine. They can't use the pro wrestling engine. They're gonna have to change a little bit. They get like 2 or 3 years. If they get signed in a year, that'd be great. They sign to make it in a year,
right?
And then the game like takes a year to develop or 2 years to develop, and then you're talking like 3 years.
Maybe they could do a deal where with EA Sports where they feature in the fight night mode. They could have a bare knuckle fighting mode like they did last time in Fight Night.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like something like that'd be cool. They don't even have a boxing game though. Like there hasn't been a boxing game in forever.
But I heard they're gonna be coming out with another one though.
If they got a boxing game coming out, they're probably pretty set then. Maybe I don't know. Like I'm kind of out of the loop on video games. Actually, I got a guy that wants to come on and talk about video games that I work with, but he's like super smart about video games. So I was thinking maybe we could do that one time too.
Oh yeah, we could do that. We could do that. And yeah, and Jimmy Scott, I want to get him on here.
Yeah,
he he's a no, he gets millions of views in his TikTok. So
yeah, oh yeah, that'd be sweet. Any one of those guys is good. Like anybody that we can just talk with. You gotta get the K4 guys on. If any K4 guys are listening to this, we're trying to get you all on. I know Ben's trying to get you guys on too, and we're trying to like make collabs.
We tried to do some on Saturday. Sean Doyle.
Yeah. Gino's the other guy.
Yep, Gino. And Bubba opponent.
Yeah, we're doing him. We got Rasta for sure on Saturday, right?
Yep. Yeah, we got him.
If we can get the other two guys, that'd be great. We gotta get Derek Patterson. Derek Patterson's guy on too. That's right now it looks like that's the main event. So
okay,
man, he sent me a list of all the fights, so I'll send it over to you and we'll start getting them on. I'm sure Ben's got it too. I thought Ben wanted to start doing it with you on Thursdays too, and if you guys do it without me, that's like super cool. Whatever we need to do to get through all the guys, because it's really about the fighters, not about us. So we want to make sure that we're supporting everybody.
Yep.
All right.
That looks like
I can't believe we got this rating. I'm so proud of you. Like that he comes back and like talks to us, just says a whole lot about his character. Like he really doesn't. Yeah,
because we was there when he was just started. It was an idea. Yeah. He was in the Facebook group. I told him that I would like to hear your ideas in our podcast, and he came on.
Yeah, and like we were on before. He doesn't remember, but he was on before they even did the show. He must have had it like pretty planned already and like ready to go. But you're like bare knuckle. I was like bare knuckle boxing for real. Is that even legal? And like you
could you re-release that one? You think the first one?
Yeah, I can find it somewhere.
And I know at the time we had two shows. We did a show before that, and then we had him on. Could you cut the other show off or that's hard to do? You think?
It's not Come on,
you're a freaking audio and video nerd. Come on.
I could do it, like for sure. They're all still up on. So if you go back to YouTube, true. They're all still up on our YouTube. So if you go to our YouTube or you go to anywhere that you listen to podcasts, you can always go back and listen to them. Also, if you're watching on something that's not Caveman's Corner, jump over to Caveman's Corner and give us a like on Facebook. We're very close to 1,000 fans. Once we get 1,000 followers, then we can run commercials and make a little bit more money too, which would be great. We're getting thousands of views like between all the sites that we put it up on, so we could kind of all streamline them into one place. It would help us financially a little bit if you guys can all go over in one spot. That would be great for us. But if not, just watch however you can. I'm sure we'll build up enough base anyways.
Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah, for sure. Like and
subscribe.
Share to everybody.
Yeah.
That's all we got for today. We'll see you guys on Saturday. At 7 p.m. Don't miss. Yep. Well, we already got the ad up for it, I think, right? Or do we not yet?
Well, what?
Do we have a advertisement for the time yet? Is it up?
Oh,
someone's over on Caveman's Corner. They jumped over from wherever they're watching Caveman's Corner. Good job. Thank you, guys. That's where we want you to watch. Please like and share, subscribe. That's all we got for today. We love you guys. Go back and rewatch. This is a great one. Dave's an awesome guy, seems like. And he doesn't like the flashing. I was a little bit sad about that, but I'm glad because his wife was right there getting slapped. Be like, "What you doing, Dave?"
What Caveman? You try to set him up there or what?
No, I wasn't. I'm making him look good. So like we were very nice to his wife, and then he shut down the boobs, and then like it was great. It should be a good night for him at home. Hopefully, get him some action.
All right. Peace, guys.
All right, peace.